Okay, welcome. This is worksheet 103, the bullet point questions. You get maybe two or three of these at the end of each of the two verbal modules. Each verbal module being 27 questions. So two or three questions at the end are bullet point questions. Bullet point questions are incredibly easy if you have the right approach. In fact, I'd make an emphasis. This entire verbal section becomes a lot easier when you look at the questions first, diagnose exactly what type of question it is, and then depending on the question type, have a clear plan for how to approach it and what part of your brain to use on it. So case in point for the bullet points, and this is a quick video, uh, you actually don't want to read the bullet points. I'll repeat that. You do not want to read the bullet points. The first thing you want to do is read the question, read it carefully, figure out exactly what it's asking of you, what the task is, what the specific task is, know what the entire task is, and make sure that whichever answer you pick completes the entire task or prompt. That's it for the bullet points. We'll look at the bullets, but they're pretty much extraneous on these questions. So you can always check the bullet points at the end, but I would not look at them until you pick an answer first. Show you exactly what I mean. Let's try two questions. Okay, so we've got these bullet points, but I'm telling you, I'm not even going to allow you to look at them. Okay, let's just look right at the question. The student wants to emphasize a similarity between the two works. Which choice most effectively uses relevant information from the notes to accomplish this goal? Okay, so we need to compare the two works in a similar way. That's all we're trying to do. By the way, I've never seen a question like this give information that's false or not in the notes. Not yet. This is, you can see the date on the bottom of my screen. As of this date, December 28th, 2022, I've never seen a bullet point question have an answer choice that gives erroneous information. So you can always double check the bullets at the end, but I'm telling you that as of now, you can trust that the information is correct. You just have to complete the task. So compare the two works in a similar way. Erasure uses discarded objects such as audio cassette tapes and magnets. Homegrown, however, okay, already, however, means it's not going to be similar. Includes other things other than audio cassette tapes. So it's saying how they use different materials. Like many of Tubbs' sculptures, both, ooh, I like that, erasure and homegrown include discarded objects. Okay, so that's something they share in common. They both use discarded objects. Erasure uses audio cassettes, the other one uses plastic forks. I see that as giving me a similarity between the two works. One work, two work, but let's check the other answer choices. Tubbs' work, which often features discarded objects, has been shown both in the United States and abroad. Okay, I'm not comparing the two works or two specific pieces of work. I'm just talking about the artist's work in general. That one's gone. Tubbs completed Erasure in 2008 and this piece of work in 2009. No similarity or comparison being made. We haven't even looked at the bullet points, and the answer has to be B. But we can look at them now. There they are. I'll zoom out, see if that changes anything for you. Tubbs is a native Hawaiian sculptor. His work has been shown all over the world. Many of his sculptures use discarded objects. This piece of work was made from tapes and magnets. This other one was made from other miscellaneous objects. Okay, didn't really add anything, did it? So let's look at the next one. Again, we're not even going to look at the bullet points. We're going right to the question. Okay, and we just need to identify exactly what the question wants, find an answer choice that executes on the entirety of it. The student wants to introduce the scientist and her field of study to a new audience. Okay, so we have to explain who the scientist is and what she does to a new audience. Which choice most effectively uses relevant information from the notes to accomplish this goal? Located in Brazil, the Amazon Reef is one of the largest coral reefs in the world. Okay, I haven't even seen a scientist mentioned there. You're gone. Marine biologist Camille Jasmine Gaines, and I apologize, I did not pronounce that correctly. Someone who knows better can correct me on that. But anyway, this marine biologist who we introduced studies coral reefs. Okay, now we know what she's about. Vital underwater ecosystems that provide home to 25% of all marine species. So I see the scientists, check. I see her area of study, check, and a little bit of an explanation about it. Providing homes to 25% of all marine species, including 8,000 species of fish, coral reefs. Okay, the scientist isn't even in this one. All right, now we have the scientists. So this scientist knows well coral reefs are vital to underwater ecosystems, providing, okay, so it gives us the scientist, but it doesn't actually say what her area of study is. It just says she knows this. I could be a scientist who studies the Arctic, but I still know how important coral reefs are in tropical areas, right? So this doesn't qualify either. It's not giving us her area of study. By default, it has to be B. Here are the bullet points. She studies coral reefs, tells us about coral reefs, more about coral reefs, a specific type of coral reef, and then more about that coral reef. Again, these bullet points are only going to serve to dilute your thinking. They're going to keep you from focusing on what you actually need to do on these questions. So don't look at the bullet points until the end, and I think you'll be able to do really well on these. Anyway, good luck.